Hello, today's video is a list of things you can AFK in early game Ironman. My group partner and I thought of this because we're playing group Ironman as soon as it comes out, but also wanted to play the new league. So we came up with some options of what we can AFK on our group Ironman accounts while playing leagues. In no particular order, the first one is Motherlode Mine. This is probably the one we'll go with because it's really useful for early game Ironman and not hard to get to. All those ores will really come in handy. It's decently AFK, though the lower level of Motherlode is less AFK and definitely less fun, but I'm sure you could get to the upper level within a month, just in time for leagues. Fishing is also really AFK, barb fishing not so much because you have to constantly drop fish. Karambons are really AFK and it's nice because they just stay in this one spot. Having lots of food would be great, though you don't necessarily need all these karambons until much later, like when you're bossing. Teak trees aren't super AFK, but they're pretty nice for early game. You can fletch the logs or make them into planks, though you probably won't be doing much construction until later, after you have more money. It's really not worth doing use unless you don't plan on bossing at all. You get a lot of use just from Slayer, and even more from some bosses like Giant Mole and Zulra, or you could cut some other tree, but I think teaks are the most worthwhile. Crabs are another great thing to AFK. You could also AFK Slayer or Nightmare Zone, but crabs are the easiest and arguably most AFK. You won't die to crabs unless you're a super low level, it's just a matter of whether or not you get crashed. It's not really worth it to do Slayer until you have decent combat stats anyway, so might as well sit at sand crabs or ammonite crabs for a while, or even swamp crabs if you're feeling those Mauritania vibes. Blood Runecrafting has some high requirements, but it's extremely useful and very AFK. You can do the Arceus library for 77 Runecrafting in less than a month for sure, though it's better to have the agility requirements for the shortcuts and full graceful. Other than that, you just need a few mining and crafting levels. Blood Runecrafting will give you a ton of starter cash, probably way more than you actually need, or you could save the runes for late game magic. Cooking is pretty AFK if you have a bunch of stuff to cook. Not the most AFK, but at least there's no competing with other players and baking is really fast. Crafting is about the same as cooking, just need to have enough molten glass to last for a while or whatever you're crafting. A few magic spells are actually about as AFK as cooking and crafting. The enchant jewelry spells are now AFK-able. Bake pie requires lunar diplomacy, but it's also pretty AFK. Plank make has some higher requirements, 86 magic and completion of Dream Mentor. You could get those in a month if you're sweaty enough. Also requires a cash stack and a ton of logs though. So I'm sure this option isn't realistic for most people, but I figured I'd add it anyways. So that's it for the video. I hope this was helpful. Whether you're an Ironman, hardcore, ultimate, or group, I hope you get that Ironman streamer YouTuber luck and have lots of fun. Especially to all of you playing group Ironman, I hope your team stays together for as long as you enjoy the game mode. And of course have fun during leagues too. I know I will. Thanks for watching and I'll see you heckin' cuties tomorrow.